Yauts, Ab Tlanugwa. Hello, my name is Ab, and in this video I wanted to talk about the purifying ritual in HeinVink. So I'm going to share some different spellings, and I also want to go over accurate pronunciation. So the first dictionary that we're going to look at is from HeinVink. He created his Dictionary of xa'isla in 1980. And the first word that he shares is nakwalagila. Nakwalagila. And he defines this as to purify before hunting or fishing, and this is on page 26. He also shares another word, xa'isla. Xa'isla. Slightly different definition, to purify before hunting or fishing, and this is on page 37. So you might wonder why there's two words for it and what the difference is, since they look like they have the same meaning. The place we can go to find that out is the next dictionary that we're going to look at here, which is from Lincoln and Rath. They have a very long name for their dictionary. I'm not going to repeat it here, so I just refer to it as Lincoln and Rath. And their dictionary was published in 1986. So they have the same word. It's spelled differently, but it's pronounced exactly the same way. Nakwalagila. And they define this as to purify oneself before hunting or fishing, to get oneself power. This is on page 279. And their next entry, there's a few things that are different aside from the spelling. So I'm not going to worry about the differences in spelling in this video. Aside from that, you notice there's a little number 1 here. So this means there's 2 entries for xa'isla. So this is the first entry, and it means to purify oneself ritually before hunting or fishing. This is on page 81. They also have another entry directly below it, and it has a number 2 after it. So what that means is that the second word has a different definition. I don't recall offhand what the other word means, but there are 2 entries for this one word. And you notice that xa'isla is also followed by the letters GM. What does this mean? Well, GM stands for Gitamat. So Gitamat is the xa'isla dialect. So that means, since there's no GM after nakwalagila, that means it's not a xa'isla word in origin. This is actually a xa'isla word. So that's a really interesting detail that they point out. This is why I really like the Lincoln and Rath dictionary, is they point out things like that. And their definitions are also a little bit more thorough as well. So that's the Lincoln and Rath entry. And the next one we'll look at is Eminbach, his dictionary called xa'isla, which basically means put it into xa'isla or translate it into xa'isla. And this was released in 2006. So again, same pronunciation, nakwalagila, spelled slightly differently than the other linguists. And he defines this as defines this to mean purify oneself before hunting or fishing. This is on page 127. And xa'isla, same definition, same page. It's actually directly below nakwalagila on the page. So those are the different spellings from the different linguists that have worked with xa'isla. The current spelling is what is called the hybrid spelling or the hybrid orthography. It's basically a combination of Eminbach's second orthography, because he had more than one writing system that he developed. This is his second one. And there's also elements of Lincoln and Rath's spelling system in there as well. So it's a combination of those two orthographies. So this is the official spelling. And it's pronounced exactly the same way, Nakwiligila. So I just wanted to point out the spellings. This is also the official spelling for xa'isla. So I don't think a lot of people are aware that there is more than one word for the purifying ritual. So if you weren't aware of that before, now you know. And now you know what the differences between those words are. Nakwiligila is a xa'isla word. xa'isla is a xa'isla word. You can use either one. So whichever word you want to say, that's fine. That's totally up to you. Just be aware that there is a difference in the dialects. If you're saying Nakwiligila, that's a xa'isla word. If you're saying xa'isla, that's a xa'isla word. So that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope this was very helpful to everybody. Until next time, remember, learning is its own reward. Escuelas. Wa.